Hello, I'm Michelle Cisneros, and welcome to my brand new booktube channel, Somewhere in Bookland. So I thought for my very first video, I would do the new To Booktube tag from between chapters, and I will leave her link down below. So, question number 1, where are you joining us from? I'm currently joining you from Clovis, California. How old are you? Question number 2. I am 25 years old. I'll be 26 in a couple months. Question number 3, why did you join BookTube? I joined BookTube because right now I currently only have one friend who I really can talk books to, so we both decided it would be a good idea to join BookTube. And I would leave her link below, but she hasn't started it yet, so I might edit it and put her link in when she does start one. Number 4, what is the meaning behind your channel name? So I couldn't think of a name for the longest time, and my favorite band, All Time Low, has the song Somewhere in Neverland, so I just changed a word and made it Somewhere in Bookland. What types of books do you read, want to talk about here? I read a whole bunch of different books, mostly fiction. I read a lot of fantasy. I think I read a lot of fantasy. I don't know, I've never really went over like exactly what books I read. I do want to get into more nonfiction. I want to read a couple biographies this year. I want to start reading some classics. I want to start reading, I don't know. I just want to expand my horizon a little bit this year. Number 6, who are some of your favorite authors? For the longest time, I would say Dean Koontz was one of my favorite authors. I went through a phase in high school where I read nothing but him for really just like, I would finish one of his books, start another one, finish one, start another one. It helped that my mom had a lot of his books. Right now, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite right now. Number 7, what is the last book you read? The last book I read is Can I Say by Travis Barker. It was a pretty decent book. I liked it. I gave it 5 stars. There's a scene, if you're not sure if you want to read this book, if you like Blink-182, you like Travis Barker, find a copy and just read the prologue, and that sets you up for how like raunchy this book is. And just like, he talks about his plane crash in there in very vivid detail, and you see some pictures, I won't show you them right now, but there's some pictures from that plane crash in here, and it's just gory, but it's such a good book. So it's Can I Say by Travis Barker. What are you currently reading? I'm currently reading The Sword of Shannara. I'm not that far into it. This is the wrap up, or the bind up. This is the bind up of the first 3 books, The Sword of Shannara, The Elf Song of Shannara, and The Wish Song of Shannara. What do you use for bookmarks? I basically use anything for bookmarks. I'm currently using Post-it. I use movie ticket stubs. I use receipts. I rip off corners of papers. I buy bookmarks, but I always lose the real bookmarks. So I tried the little metallic clip ones, but they left like an indentation on the page and I didn't like it. Then I tried the rubber band one that like points to a page you're on or what part you're at, and I didn't really like that one either. It didn't work very well for like paperback books, and I didn't like it for hardback books either, so I decided to stop using it. My current TBR pile, I'm not actually going to show that. That's question number 10. Show your current TBR pile. I'm not going to show the current TBR pile because I am going to be doing a TBR video. So I'm going to leave that one open. 11, which do you prefer? Hardcover or paperback? Honestly, it just depends. I do read a lot of paperback if it's a book I really, really like. I do like buying it in a hardcover book because it lasts longer. I have some pretty beat up paperback books. Paperback are easier to read lying down because I tend to like read above my face a lot, and hardcovers hurt when you drop them on your face. So ebooks or physical books. I do prefer physical books. It took me a while to get into reading ebooks, but I do have a Kindle right now. It's dead. And I don't know, I've been reading on here. I like that it connects to my phone, and so I can forget this at home and still be able to pull up the book I'm reading on my phone. I like that it's convenient to have a lot of books with you at once, but Kindles don't have that new book smell or even the used book smell. So, I don't know, I really like physical books. Owning or borrowing books. I'm going to say owning books because I have a bad habit of remembering. I'm that person who forgets to return a book for a really long time. I will return it. It's just going to take a little bit. And library books, oof, don't even get me started on how many library fines I've had to pay. So many. So in the long run, it's cheaper for me to buy them instead of paying a really big fine. What book or series got you into reading? I've been a reader my whole life, really. When I was younger, I used to get grounded from reading. I was told that I could only read stuff for school, so I would lie to my mom and tell her I had, required reading every day. Yeah, I didn't. I just wanted to read for at least 30 minutes. But when I was little, one of the first series I read was Babysitter's Little Sister Club. Well, it's the Babysitter's Club, but it's Babysitter's Little Sister. And we got it at Walmart. I think I saw one at Walmart, and once I read one, I was like, oh, Mom, you have to buy me all of them. So I ended up giving those away eventually when I got older. But then there's another book that I also got when I was really young, A Little Princess. All my books are in storage right now, but A Little Princess. Oh. And this book I read over and over and over and over and over. And I had it in hardback. I still have it. It's just in storage. It's to this day one of my favorite books. So, it's a really good book. I used to read it, and then I'd reread only my favorite parts, and then I'd reread the whole thing, and then I'd reread only my favorite parts and skip through. I reread a lot. If that were a question, do you reread? I do. I do reread. Number 13, how do you discover BookTube? I was just looking. I don't even know how I linked to it. I know the first booktuber I saw was a Book Utopia, but I don't remember how I got linked to it. I was like, what is this? This is amazing. Wait, other people do this? There's more than just her? And then I found like the vast community that is BookTube. What challenges do you think you'll face with your own channel? Talking to like a camera is gonna be challenging. I don't really know how to do this. This one's probably gonna suck. It's gonna be my first video and it's gonna suck. 15. Where else can we find you? I do have a Twitter. I do have an Instagram. I will leave the links below. The Instagram is the same as my YouTube channel. The Twitter's basically the same, except there's no vowels because apparently my YouTube channel name is too long for Twitter. So, thank you. Comment, like if you like it. I don't know. I feel like I didn't say anything this whole video, but thank you for watching if you watched. Thank you.